All right, it's me, Rami Raw, showing you how I make my famous, to everybody who's had it, Rami Raw burger. So my burger is a little bit of everything that I love, little parts of everything that I love into one, right? So throughout my culinary experiences, I've learned how to make certain things that I absolutely love. Let's start with the meat first. The meat, we're gonna use 80% chuck, and then I like to keep it a little bit lean. So I'll put in a little bit of lean beef, 90% lean meat. So it just depends. The fattier the meat, the more flavorful, but we always try and keep it lean here in Rami Raw's kitchen. Okay, all right. The little things matter the most to me. So it's everything that goes inside the burger that makes it delicious, not just the meat. So growing up in an Italian restaurant, we used caramelized onions and garlic in our marinara. And I love caramelized onions and garlic. So right here I have caramelized onions and garlic, which are gonna go on my burger. But I also love raw onions on my burger. If people ask me what my favorite burger is, what my favorite burger is the McDonald's cheeseburger. I love the McDonald's cheeseburger that I used to get when I was a kid, the Happy Meal. I still go and I order the number 2, which is 2 McDonald's cheeseburgers. It's diced pickles, ketchup, mustard, diced onions, ketchup, mustard, pickles, patty, cheese, and that's it, and I love that. Okay, so that's where this idea comes from. And then the pickles. I love pickles, but I don't like thick pickles. So what I do is I take the pickles and I slice them really, really thin. Just gives it that nice, subtle flavor. And dill pickles. So thinly sliced dill pickles. And then I worked at a restaurant one time, an Italian restaurant, where they had a tray of these roasted, basically candied tomatoes in the cooler. And I had one and they were so sweet. And I keep going in the cooler to cool off because it was hot, but then I keep eating these, like the tray of roasted tomatoes they had in the kitchen. I love them. And so I really incorporate those in everything I do. And then we have some iceberg lettuce. And then I use a potato bun. Sometimes if I if I want something a little bit sweeter, I'll use a Hawaiian bun. But we're gonna use a potato bun. We have butter here that we're gonna garnish the bun with, and then we're gonna give it a little bit of flake salt as well. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we are gonna cook the burger, and then we'll put it all together. All right, so we have a pan here. We're gonna put a little bit of olive oil in there, and we're gonna grab our patty and we're gonna season it with some salt and pepper on both sides. Put it down there. Season it there. And I like to have my burger medium rare to medium well. So probably gonna take about a couple minutes on each side. You don't wanna flip it too much. You wanna keep it there long enough to get some color. You wanna keep it there long enough to get some color and then flip it and hope it has a little bit of brown already on it. And we're gonna press it down. Some people like to smash their burger. I don't like to smash it too much. I just like to put some weight on it so that it can cook evenly. And then when we flip it, after about a minute after we flip it, then we'll put the cheese on it. I'm gonna give it a little bit of peek here. All right. So we flip it, apply a little bit of pressure to it. And don't forget, once you take it off, it's still gonna continue to cook. People forget when they're cooking meat that it doesn't just like right when you take it off, just stops cooking. It keeps cooking, so cook it a little bit under what you want because it's gonna sit. Okay, now I'm gonna put the cheese on there. And then while that's working, I'm gonna take the bun and I'm gonna put it in the oven. I have the oven on 350. Just gonna leave it in there and let it get a little bit toasted. If you don't feel like turning on your oven, then you could actually just do it in the same pan. But just be careful because it'll burn a lot faster in here. All right, smoke. Where there's smoke, there's fire, but there's no fire here. Just, here's another tip. If you cook a lot, disconnect your smoke detectors. I mean, what happens when they go off? Do they really call the fire department? I don't think so. Does it automatic? No, somebody here. Okay, there. So you see that how the cheese is melted? I'm good with it. I'm just gonna leave it here and then it'll continue to cook while I prep the rest of the burger. Okay, all right, so we're gonna grab the buns from the oven. And here's a couple things I like to do. I'll take some of this oil from the pan and I'll just put it on the bun, on the top and on the inside. Gives it some extra flavor. And I'll take a little bit of butter and do the same. And then we'll take some sea salt and just put it on the top, all right? So now we have to put the burger together. All right, so we're gonna start with the pickles on the bottom, the thinly sliced pickles, put as many as you like. I like to make sure that every bite has a pickle, so we're gonna spread it all over. And then we're gonna take the onions, the diced onions, and put them there. And then now this is where I put the burger. The burger goes next. And then I'll put the lettuce. I don't like too much lettuce. I just like enough just to be in every bite. Put the lettuce. And then I will put the candied tomato. And then the onions, the caramelized onions and garlic sit on top of that. And then now the secret sauce, the red wine and chili vinaigrette raw sauce by Rami Raw sauce, get it? Okay, all right, you got it. And now we'll drizzle that. Okay. And now we put it together, and there you have it. The raw burger, the Rami Raw burger.